This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And, of course, Scoot Henderson.
In pulling off that blockbuster deal, this team loves having him on their side. He's a difference maker and should have a major impact on their season going forward.
Basket's good. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Miller. Money from the wing.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Suggs with it. A rebound by Holden. Collins outside.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Just 5 on the clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Second free throw, no good. On the take. And he gets the bucket. Castle's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
To the middle. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Collins, no good. Here's Holland. Pass to Castle. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Dallas calls time here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Holden. Miller outside. All sorts of time. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Blocked. Collins outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Now here's Suggs. Yet to see a basket. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
And stolen by Suggs. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Castle. 6 points for him. Misses in close. Tipped away. And stolen by Suggs. Castle misses.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Going inside. That one's good for 2.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
San Antonio again can't hit.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Holland. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Leonard. Right side Watson. From behind the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Outside Johnson. The 3 ball. Watson with a rebound. Leonard looking around. Pass to Queen. Shot clock at 5. Off target at the rim.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And San Antonio has possession after the basket by Dallas.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Holden. Still no points. Pass to Queen. Leonard outside. Over Nwaba. No good, off the front rim.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Shoots from the baseline. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs out in front, up by 4. And quarter.
The Mavericks, 18.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
San Antonio, number 42. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Foster. It's stolen by Johnson.
You know, the pump fake is a good move unless you...
Oh, big finish!
Man! Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Pass to Foster. Blocked again!
First personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick-and-roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
And the shot goes down. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 11.
They're at the limit already. That, to me, is just lazy defense.
Third team foul.
Here's Foster. Still without a bucket. Pass to Queen. Here's Leonard. Here's Foster. Will it go? Outside Watson. Takes the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to Nwaba. A deep 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be the 3rd stop of this 4-game trip. Leonard on the wing. Got a piece of it. Fires the 3. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. Mavericks trail by 6. From downtown, he misses it. 0 for 5 and looking off his game right now. The 3 from Nwaba connects from downtown. Nwaba's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
No good on the 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And that one drops.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
There's the 3. Drills it from deep. 10 points for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Fires from deep. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Soft touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 9. Pass to Queen. And here's Watson. Here's Queen. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
And the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Lets the 3 fly. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Foster. No made baskets yet. The 3 from Nwaba. Watson with the rebound. Here's Dallas now. Fires the 3. It's tipped. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
So both teams changing it up here. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. San Antonio shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Here's Castle. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Collins. Pass to Holden. Launches a 3. No good there. San Antonio with the ball. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Here's Castle. He's got 9. In the air. No good at the rim.
Oh, a sensational play. Adjusting in midair to elude the defender, just couldn't finish.
The drive by Miller. And the layup is good off the glass. Miller's got 6 points.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Castle. And there's the drive. And Collins with the big block. And so it's San Antonio closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Now here's Suggs. Here's Castle. And he banks in the layup. 11 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 9.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Here he goes.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Pass to Holland. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Knocked away. Here's Holden. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Mavericks trail by 7. Six to shoot. Up top, Collins. The three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Timeout called. The Mavericks.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Substitution for your Spurs.
Mavericks trail by 9.
Nwaba.
Out left to the wing. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. So it's San Antonio now. Banked it in off the glass. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so he hits both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
To the left wing. Here's the 3. Counted from distance. He's got 5.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Yep, count it. Castle's got 6 here in the quarter. Mavericks trail by 12. Miller outside. Over Nwaba. Kicks it out to Collins. Right wing. Here's Holden. Back to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target. San Antonio leading by 12. Here's Castle. He's got 15. Tries it from the top of the key. And the shot goes in. Castle's got 17.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. And here's Leonard. He's got 5. That shot missing. On offense, here is San Antonio. Knocked loose. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And rejected. And they're on the run. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Queen. The layup off target. San Antonio leading by 15. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Leonard outside. The 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Henderson. And he drops it in from the low post. Henderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Watson. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Watson's got 6.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. 11 points in the game.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's Leonard. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Seven seconds left to play in the third quarter. To the paint. Just 3 on the clock. And so the San Antonio Spurs, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're getting quality look.
The Mavericks, 55.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Mavericks trail by 14. 4-3. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Henderson. Count the basket.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's Foster. He takes it in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one is hammered home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Mavericks trail by 17.
San Antonio. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Watson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Again, the miss by Dallas.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Henderson for 3. And it's Clean with a rebound. Inside. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Count it. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Tipped. And he stays with it. Pass to Foster. With the floater. Leonard. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Suggs, left side. Pass to Castle. From deep. Another shot. Misses the layup. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's the break. Leonard for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Down low. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
In transition, here they come. And he goes in for the dunk.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And it's good for 2.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
The Spurs call time. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Here's Holden. To end the run. And the layup is up and in.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Deflected. Second chance shot. Puts up a 3. Miller pulls it in.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the basket by Castle. Mavericks trail by 19. Here's Holden. And a nice finish on the layup. Holden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Castle for 3. Nails it from 3.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
5 to shoot. Offline with a 3. Mavericks trail by 18. Here's Miller. Misses the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good. The Mavericks making a switch here.
Shooting 2.
So he gets them both. Oh, it's stolen away.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephon Kessel.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. 3-pointer, no good. It's stolen by Johnson. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Queen. Out to the wing.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Pass to Johnson. From deep 3-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name
it. If you then I'm pouring from the evening to the morning. I can watch that for hours. I be on them thunderstorms, y'all on them scattered showers. Look, a southern chick, she gotta be collard greens, cornbread, sitting properly. Yeah, I'm Hall of Fame and got it.